Wanted to do a little different video today. Give you guys a nice view of the hike so you feel like you're on the trail. And I want to delve a little deeper today into Advaita Vedanta non-duality. So those of you that have been in this teaching for a while, or just simply well versed in it, understand that the key in non-duality is that first word, non, not. And that this teaching in its purest form can only be conveyed through that negation, through that initial understanding of not to. And that negation is a lot deeper than just not to. It's actually not anything. And I want to link that understanding up as a precursor to this feeling of entrapment, imprisonment, also known as deep suffering, which comes directly from ego and or that sense of two, that sense of duality, that sense of having to get somewhere and do something in time. The little dewdrops on the pine tree. So what I just described is actually what suffering is, and it's actually what causes discomfort in the body. It's as simple as that. And it is essentially what causes a prison. It causes the structure of the personal to be limited to doership and the belief that it is a separate entity acting in time, a separate agent of potential change. So when we look at non-dualism and we look at that teaching, what we're saying, should we go in there, crawl in there and check out the vibes? Let's do it. See, it rained a lot, but not enough to give me a muddy trail, which is great. So the reason this teaching points you to direct inquiry is because the source of separation, the root of separation itself, is that impulse to try and do, change, fix, be, and relieve its own sense of discomfort. But it itself is the prison. It itself is the problem. Anything that it does to try and alleviate its discomfort actually propagates more discomfort and actually creates more suffering. So to fix the suffering and the discomfort in the realm of time, in the realm of the separate I, will always be temporary. And it will work not at all. Because again, it itself is the problem. So direct inquiry essentially reroutes you back into the source of thought itself, back into the body, and then back into this not knowing, this not being, this not doing. this essential notness, right? Not this, not that. And I don't know if I've shared this with you guys, but the shift for me into non-dualism happened actually prior to even knowing what non-duality was. And it occurred because of this notness. The thoughts were so incredibly uncomfortable. And then something awoke and said, no, not this, not this, not this, not that. And so this ferocious refusal of everything occurred and started to unbind that energetic contraption that we talk so much about here on spiritual shifts. Maybe a little too much. I don't know. You tell me. So if your hands are tied, okay, if your feet are bound, if action no longer works, you are at the gates of a very sacred calling, of a very deeply profound invitation, of the not, of the non. So in other words, if discomfort is high and suffering is high and the need to get out of it is high, follow the path of not doing, not being. The path of non-action. Because the truth of the matter is you're already in the path of non-action. You already are that non-action. That non-action is your true nature. That nothing is actually your direct essence, your immediate truth. Your extreme freedom is in that not nothing, not being, not doing. And it doesn't look like anything because remember, it's not. It is not. It is non. It is a null set. So it doesn't give anything, it doesn't do anything, it doesn't create anything. It is a not, a null set. And if I can give this teaching a little clearer, I will continue attempts to do that. But for today, this is what you guys get: a nice rainy walk and some non-duality. See you soon. Love you so much. Take good care.